on, guys? Oregon Motorcycle back today with another episode. Today we're looking at some new brake pads here. So I hope all is well with you guys. I'm going to use this opportunity right now to check in with you guys and let you know that just having some major issues with my vlog setup right now, my helmet. I've been making so many videos and coming home only to find out that the audio is not there. So I'm doing some experimentation right now. I went back to my old camera to make sure it wasn't, you know, that or whatever. So but anyways, guys, if this is your first time tuning in here to my channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, that thumbs up. It goes a long ways. And my channel is about motorcycling all over the Pacific Northwest, and I have a 2019 Honda CB500X. And yeah, so a lot of my videos are about this bike, including today's video, which is new brake pads. So I went with the EBC brake pads. They seem to be, you know, a good factory OEM replacement. They're kind of like a go-to brake pad. They make some higher performance brake pads than these, but they're not really suitable for the streets. So I just went with the typical double H EBC brake pads. So, and these were $40, so, you know, whatever. So, you know, I've never done the brakes on this bike before, but it looks like I can just take this bolt out here maybe and slip them out without taking the caliper off. I don't know, I'm not 100%. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to push these brake pads back that are in here to try to free up the slack, because we're going to have to do that anyways, and that'll push the fluid back up. Let's see if we can look at the brake pads here. I don't know if you guys can see them here or not, but they're worn. They probably have still you know, a few miles left on them, but it's time to change them. I have like no fluid. Well, you can see fluid there now, but when the bike is level, like, you can't even see any fluid in the reservoir finder. So I'm pretty sure it's time to change them, and I'm kind of curious to see if I get any more stopping power anyways. And eventually I'm going to change the brake fluid too. I'm going to put some DOT5 in it and see if that helps. So I notice sometimes when I stop after going on some twisties and stuff that the brake lever will get a little mushy on the front. So I'm pretty sure this thing's getting pretty hot when I get on the twisties and whatnot. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump into it. So right now I'm just kind of gently putting the screwdriver in between the rotor and the brake pad on the outside, and I can feel it being squeezed back in. Get a nice amount of slop in between there. Just kind of twisting the screwdriver a little bit, working it in there, and you can feel it. Looks like I might have the pistons pressed. We're trying to press the pistons back into the caliper is what we're trying to do here. So yeah, we'll see that. I'm going to take this off now and see if I can just slip them out of the back like that. So they just fell right out, basically. Yeah, and these are actually a little bit more worn than I thought. So these are pretty much done, and I've got almost 10,000 miles on the bike. So there they are. Let's get the new ones put on. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the rotor before I put the new brake pads on. Just make sure there's no oily contaminants on there, and you guys can use anything from like rubbing alcohol to mineral spirits to you know, Maybe even like some simple green might work, but the name of the game is here. We're just trying to decontaminate the rotor and get it nice and clean, so the new brake pads don't get any contaminants soaked into them, and they have a clean surface to bed into. Don't use anything like WD-40. You don't want to have any oils or anything on this. That's what we're trying to do here. WD-40 is a great cleaner for your chain, but not for this purpose. This thing is shredding my paper towel. On older rotors, like on some of my project bikes, I'll take a little bit of light sandpaper and kind of scuff them up a little bit too if I replace the brake pads. But this is a brand new rotor. It feels really smooth. I don't feel anything in it, even though it does look kind of funky. But so I'm not going to sand it at all. I'm just going to make sure it's nice and clean. So there you have it. You don't have to remove the caliper. This one little bolt makes it pretty easy. Get this thing tightened up. All right. So there you go. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pump your brake lever, because it's probably going to go all the way to the bar here. Yeah, see that? So what we're doing is we're pumping it back up. Make sure you do this before you ride. You're going to get your pressure back right there. I have my pressure. Okay, so now we have to bed these in. We're not done yet. We got to go for a test drive and bed these in. But make sure before you go do the test drive and bed them in that you got your pressure built back up. And so there you have it. Fresh brake pads, EBC, back in there. Let's go for a test drive. All right, so first couple stops here, your brakes are not going to feel the same. That's going to be for sure. So right now I'm like squeezing pretty hard, and you know, so there's going to be a definite bed in process. And you guys can find a million videos on how to properly bed your new brake pads in, or rotors, or whatever you want to call it. But basically you're just doing a series of slower stops, or say like go from 30 down to 10. Then you want to do a series of those. Get a little bit of heat in them, but you don't want to overheat them to where you're glazing stuff. And after you start to feel a little bit of a difference there, you can go to a little bit higher speed, and eventually you want to get to where you can do a couple decent stops from say you know, say 60 or so, and that kind of thing. So already I can feel a big difference already just by putting around a little bit in this parking lot here. But just be safe, be cautious, I should say, on your first couple pulls, because it's not going to feel the same. Okay, and you know, that's what I'm experiencing here. So it is Thursday. You guys can probably guess where I'm headed. So it'll be a perfect opportunity this evening to seat these brake pads in and all that good stuff. Right now I'm using my GoPro 5 on here. I have my 8. I brought it with me, but I'm gonna set it up. I'm actually gonna grab a sandwich before the ride. I'm a little bit early right now, and oh yeah, already they're feeling a lot better. Whew, they're gonna seat in here pretty quick. So so yeah, hopefully the sound's recording on this. Man, I'm telling you guys, it's something else what I've been going through the last couple weeks. So we'll get back on track here, guys. I'm gonna figure out what the problem is and get it handled. But for now, I'm just going back to my old camera just to see if it's the camera or not. You know, we'll go from there. So I guess that's it for this video. So until next time, folks, Oregon Motorcycle.